Hey guys, it's been a while. First of all, I just want to give a huge thank you to all the support everyone's been showing the channel the last few weeks. I just made a mod that I wanted to share with people, and here we are. I make these videos on the side, so I hope you don't mind the inconsistent uploads. Hopefully I can optimize my workflow and get into a more consistent schedule. Now, to the video. Before we begin, I think it's important to first identify who the normies I'm talking about are. I believe these would be the people who would like to game, but don't really have the time or the capacity to fiddle around and tinker with the devices that they're getting. I think these would be like the boomers, or maybe even your parents or grandparents, older siblings that were once gamers. In my humble opinion, the perfect first handle for them would be the Game&Watch that was released in 2020. Now hold on, I know that you guys aren't really that fond of it, I think. It's been getting a lot of hate. So before you stop watching the video, let me at least present my rationale on my recommendation. So I broke it down into these certain criteria: brand name, portability, limited game choice, and functionality. So let's start with an unboxing. Might as well go with Mario one first. I really like how they designed the box, with the plastic overlay and the colored layer as well. It kind of really makes it look retro with an addition of modern design. And in the packaging, you can see the games that's included. So the Mario one, you get the Super Mario Bros, the Lost Levels, a ball, and the time clock. So basically you get 3 games for this one. Oh look, special message. Special thanks to you too. Look at this. I was kind of expecting a bit more. Oh well. Anyway, so there's the USB-C to USB-A cable. Very official, but very short cable at that. Then we got the device itself. Considering how small it is, it doesn't feel all that light. And it doesn't look all that cheap. But you have to admit, the design looks really nice. The Super Famicom colorway really does have its charm. And at the back, you have some hand engravings. The buttons are really tactile and definitely reminiscent of the retro console. The other face buttons are made of rubber and not hard plastic, so that's definitely something different. On the side, you have the power button, USB charging port, and on the left side, you have the single speaker. Now the Zelda one. So same deal, a plastic layer covering the cardboard box. And in the back, you can see the games. So you get The Legend of Zelda, Zelda 2, The Adventure of Link, The Legend of Zelda Link's Awakening, and Vermin. This one also has a playtime clock as well as the playtime timer. So this has definitely more features. And would you look at that? I wish they had the same kind of box for the Mario version. It's not the best stand, but at least you get one for free. Then pretty much same for the Zelda version. Same buttons, same ports, same tactile feel, same retro vibe. I really like how their screens are raised. It makes it look like that's an old school TV right in front of you. And that's how it looks with the stand. Not much, but at least it's there. Oh, almost forgot the charging cable. Same USB-C. It's USB-A cable. Extra official, extra short. These by far aren't the cheapest handhelds or not necessarily what you would call the best value. But for the people that we're targeting, I think that this would definitely be a good start. Or at the very least, something to nudge them in the right direction. If they do end up having a lot of fun with what you give them, I think that's one way for them to get into emulation or gaming a lot easier. And maybe that's when they can buy their own emulating device. So let's kick this off with a brand name. So the Game&Watch was made by Nintendo, and Nintendo is synonymous with video games. And most likely the person you're gifting this to know them or has at least heard of them. The Nintendo standard has always shown time and time again that products they make scream quality, giving whoever receives it a lot of confidence that it's gonna last a long time. For portability, I mean, come on, look at this thing. It's easily pocketable. Since we're targeting people who are always busy and on the go, portability is a must. Something to just throw into a bag or carry with you inside your pocket. With a battery life of roughly 8 hours depending on your usage, will be more than enough and perfect for a quick 15-minute game. Now, limited game choice. Most people might think of this as a flaw. Well, it is. I don't think that it's a flaw for this particular group of people. The last thing you want is to overwhelm the normie with thousands of games for consoles they've never heard of. Analysis paralysis has become a part of our everyday lives, from choosing what to watch on Netflix, or what to play on your retro backlog, Steam library, or Game Pass. You want to simplify the whole process by limiting their choices depending on the Game&Watch you end up getting. You'll have to decide if they are more into the fantasy adventure setting of Zelda, or the quick-paced platformer gameplay of Mario. It's all up to you. As for functionality, the pick-up-and-play nature of these devices is awesome. Just switch it on and play the game. They can also use it as a clock on their desk if they don't necessarily feel like bringing it with them everywhere they go. Worst case scenario, they don't feel like gaming at all. It's awesome to have a collector's item on your desk showing you the time whenever you want. Unfortunately, only the Zelda version can switch off the sleep mode. As for the Mario one, you'll have to keep it plugged in. In an ideal situation, the best first handheld that I actually recommend to other gamers or even casuals would either be the Miyoo Mini Plus, the Anbernic RG35XX, or the Anbernic RG35XX SP. These are awesome devices. Very portable, very functional, and they look awesome as well, especially the SP. Out of the box, while they are playable right away, you'll still be getting a compromised experience, especially since the ROMs that they load these devices with aren't really the best. Most aren't even legit copies. They, especially for Pokemon games, won't be able to save files. So it's going to be a compromised experience. Unless you configure the device yourself prior to giving it to the person you want to give it to, that would be awesome. Especially if you use the MinUI custom firmware, that would definitely help limit the choices of games for the player will have to choose from. That way you can choose what you know they'll like and not overwhelm them with thousands of games. But of course, you'll also have to resign yourself to answering every single question they have, if they have any issues or have some games you want to add later on. So you'll be the dedicated IT support forever and ever. Some people are okay with that, but honestly, as much as I like to, I am not always that free. I won't be going over the emulators that much right now, but I'll definitely make a video. Hopefully soon. I hope you guys liked the video. Basically, I just wanted to share my perspective on how to choose different kinds of handhelds for different kinds of people. So these might not be the perfect value when it comes to features and games. Well, of course for price as well. But I think that these are well targeted for the people we're buying gifts for, or at the very least, the normies that I'm talking about. I still think that the best value overall are these retro handheld consoles. They're definitely keepers. And the most expensive one actually here is the RG35XX SP. Well, it deserves it since it can play for PSP. I left the links down below for all of these devices if you guys want to check it out. Also, disclaimer, video isn't sponsored by anyone. These are all purchased using my own money. Hope to see you in the next video. Thanks guys. Bye.